stars bleed. Welcome to the space where the dreamers meet. Conversations flowing like electric streams under neon lights. We're chasing what it means. No script, no filter, just the vibe tonight. Creative minds collide in the neon light. Turn it up, tune in, let the frequency rise. This is Neon Lights Live, where the real gets amplified. Music, talk, and art collide. Under neon lights we come alive. Neon Lights Live. Break down, so kick back.
All right. So, hello, everybody. We are live. So, we are doing a fun little thing where we are testing more and more stuff. So, we're testing the vertical inside of Restream. With my wife's microphone out of the way. So we are essentially seeing how a live stream would set up inside of, say, a vertical. So vertical portrait, 9/16, whatever you want to call it. So just pretty much testing what it would look like and see. Oh, why didn't my other one go on? There it goes. Okay. So we're on 3 different channels right now. So yeah, I wanted to see and test and like how it would look. For example, when you were doing a live stream in a straight vertical format. Because we've seen plenty of the horizontal landscape 1080 by 720 live streams. They're pretty much the normal of what you would see during a normal live stream. So this is being created as some of the new features are being rolled out through through like streaming. Like this one's cloud-based. This is Restream's version of how you can, and they're actually working on where you're going to be able to customize. It's not there yet, but you're going to be able to customize your landscape. So whenever you create a landscaped live stream, and people are like, well, why would I use it? Why would you because you might, if you have, say, your hello people watching on YouTube, Parrot Lover and Pipe Down 215. Hello. So what we're talking about is how to set up your live stream in a vertical format. So YouTube also has this feature and vagina. All right. Loving the comments already. So yes, YouTube already has this feature where you can live stream like this vertically through their own platform, but this is done through Restream, which is pushing it out on, of course, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn at the moment. Because I wanted to see what it would actually look like, and what it would look like when you have a scene or when you have a guest in here. So I have my other camera actually set up here, and let me bring it into focus here and turn it on, and then boom, you have a dual scene here. So I'm just using my camera on this angle. Hello, second camera. Now you can't hear this camera here because I have it muted, but you do see and hear mine, which is going on here now. And then I can also pull up the comments, like people saying hello here. Let's see. Hi, we got people saying hello. So I don't see where it's pulling up. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's popping it. It's popping it in there. Green glasses. Yes, we're green glasses today. White was yesterday. We change it up every day. Red, blue, you name it. We got it. We change it up. So this is what we're looking at now. So you guys are seeing this view here. This is coming with the one I'm pointing at. This is coming directly from the cell phone. This is coming straight from my Sony camera. So this is what you're seeing. Two views, separate. And then of course we added some graphics in here. We can turn it off if it's distracting. Um, but yeah, it's nice. If if you're interested in wanting to create it, and I can show it on stream. So what it does now is it pushes it more towards like a landscape. You've seen Mellow. What's the stream about? Well, this live stream is actually about teaching you how to set up your cameras when you want to live stream. So essentially, if you're going to live stream, how do you set them up? Do you use the landscape portrait? I mean, the landscape live stream. Do you use a portrait live stream? Like this is great if you're going on TikTok. If you're doing it on Instagram, you can actually add those directly through TikTok Studio. You can actually use it RTMP through here. So if you wanted to stream to Instagram to TikTok using something like Restream here, you'll be able to set it up, and then you can pull up graphics and stuff like that. You can stream natively, of course, through TikTok. You don't have to use an encoder like this. You don't need anything like this to push it out. No, but oh, good Lord. But yes, this is what you could use to actually set up your live stream to, again, maybe look a little bit more professional, a little bit more like you have a little bit more ad than just a normal live stream that you would see on TikTok or Instagram. Give it a little flair. Why not? Make it look nice. You've got the production value. You might as well. If you can set it up, if you can put the cameras in place, if you got the lighting, if you got all the other stuff, why wouldn't you want to do it? So this is what this is helping people figure out for their live streams. This is just a test. Now, normally what I would be talking about is either I talk more about AI, how to use AI in your daily workflows, like how to build out systems using AI, how to set up, using an AI, say like Claude through shortcuts through your iPhone. I particularly spend my time working and developing through artificial intelligence, but I am a live stream creator too, and I do podcasting on the side. I actually have a whole podcast that I create. I'm talking about podcasting. That's all it's about. So essentially, that's what I create most days. So if you're interested in any of those things, I try to help creators get better at what they do, because I'm tired of seeing, fucking junk on a live stream when you have the creative ability to create something really cool and something that people might want to watch. You could see all the regular crap that everybody else does, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You go ahead and do that. I'm just saying, if you have the tools, if you want to learn the know-how, how to put all this stuff together, that's what I do. I essentially help creators figure that out. Yes, and there's two sets of comments overlaying each other. So there's the comments that show up in the stream, and then you have comments that are showing up through. So if I turn off the chat stream, you could see them here, and then I can pull them up like this. Essentially, just pull up the comments there, and then nobody else sees except the ones that I pull up here. But that's what I teach people, though. You can do this. You can create two sets. You could pull up comments like this on the screens. Then it makes it does make it hard to read. But this is what showing people the difference is. And plus, you can also change your settings on your chat. You can make them bigger. You can make them opaque. You can do there's so many different things you can do. You can, I usually use, so I'm teaching people how to use Restream right now, because it is probably a little bit more advanced when it comes to cloud-based encoders, live stream encoder. If you don't know what an encoder is, and think of OBS or some of these other OBS you download. So it's probably, that is more computer-based. That is your hardware based on your computer. That's something that's download. And encoders like, again, StreamYard, Restream, Switcher. There's a couple of them out there where you, even if you're streaming on Twitch, if you're Twitch streaming, you're using an encoder. You're just using theirs. So that's kind of what that does. But I teach people how to do this. And I use most of the times my studios and through Ecamm. It is probably one of the more technically sound downloadable hardwares that you can put on your computer. It's Mac based only. It's an Apple product. Sorry. If you're a Windows user, it's not available to you, but that's why I teach people how to use Restream to be just as creative, because I want people to be able to live stream and be able to create. And you can do this, and you can learn how to do it through OBS, Streamlabs. They have, just depends on what you want to learn how to use and what your purpose for live streaming is. If it's gaming, then yes, you would use something like OBS. You could use something like Ecamm to build your gaming, because I mean they're pretty much they're very similar in how they're built. I just think Ecamm's a little bit easier to navigate than OBS. People can get confused switching from scenes, and they are always constantly updating and working on their Ecamm. Unless internet slop in the world. Yeah, we do. There's a lot of slop in the world. But as far as like what you're doing, and hey, look, I did it too, just so I could get an understanding of how to use it. Like the intro that I used for this show was AI based. It's all AI videos that I've created, put them together. But again, you still have to have the creative idea to put all that together and make the videos, bring it all together, patch it all in, put the music into it. Like it's still work. So that's kind of what we do in helping other creators figure out how to make their live streams a little bit, again, easier to navigate for them. Like you got to be able to manage a workflow. If you can't manage a workflow using and creating a live stream, whether you're just gaming or not, that you still have to understand how to use things like NDI and how to bring in your stream while you're gaming, while you're talking over it. Like there's a lot of things that go into doing the production of doing a live gaming live stream, like using it in Twitch and how to bring in widgets, how to use emote walls, how to use all that stuff. Because if you're going to want a nice, good looking gaming live stream, you're still going to want your community to be engaged. You're going to want them to, throw emotes on the wall. You're going to want them to subscribe. You want them going to do the whole 9 yards. And then how to build it out and do it, and how to bring in things like AI into a workflow and to create show production for doing an actual interview show, whether you're doing a podcast. That's what I'm teaching podcasters how to do, is how to integrate these things into their workflows, how to make it easier for them. That's what this is all. That's the name of the game here, is to make it easier for yourself. Because I don't know if any of you watching here have created their own shows or done their own live streams or create their own Twitch streams, but it's a lot of work. There's a lot of work to go back behind there and do that, other than just turning on your computer and go, oh, I'm going to go game. Yeah, you do have to become a bit of a tech savvy individual if you're going to learn how to do that online. You have to learn how to do the setup. It's nice to have all the lighting and everything else behind you, but if you're gaming and your setups suck, people are going to know it. They're going to say you suck. I don't want to watch this. Why do I want to watch this? I could go like a little lo-fi music. Go back to our chat here. So yeah, thanks for the machine beard. Thank you for the good luck. We're working on it. We're doing what we can do here. But yeah, that's what we've been testing here, and part of the reason, hopefully, that you guys don't hear two sets of me speaking is because I am using a camera through my phone here as a secondary. Is this one that I'm actually talking to and looking into right now. So you got to figure out how to mute that out, how to turn it out so it doesn't pick up your voice, and it will create a echo sound. Kind of crazy. So you got to mute everything. Make sure you mute yourself. Make sure you mute all the other garbage that's coming from your phone. Yeah, I call it garbage. Sorry, not sorry. So that's what I'm doing, is just setting it up, and then how to actually go in and build different scenes. So we're going to go and we're going to build a new scene. We're going to add a scene. Your cameras make me nostalgic. I worked in film back when I used to shoot movies. Oh yeah, so a lot of these cameras were a lot of vintage cameras that funny, but my wife, my father-in-law gave them to us. He was big into film. We still have an old school projector like in our garage that we want to clean up and put out, because again, it's cool. It's cool to have these cameras. They're fun. There's camcorders. Like we got Sony cams. Like you wouldn't believe, man, how many cameras we have. Because when we were wanting to build, my wife is a photographer as well. So, we wanted to have that aesthetic of having all the cool cameras in the background, because we had a ton of them and we wanted to keep them clean up. We're still bringing out a few more. Put them out here behind me on the shelf and just backlight it a little bit. Give it a nice little cool little look. So, yeah, if you're a film buff, you'll literally take the cool. I'll pull one out. This one here, if you guys can see it on camera here, this is an old Sony DV cam. Check it out. It still works, actually. Still got a boom mic on it. Like, the only thing we don't have for it right now is the battery, but we did have a battery for it, but it doesn't hold a charge. But for whatever reason, when we did put it in, it worked. You can still record with this thing. You can still shoot with this camera. And even back here, we got a Sony. This is a handheld ES55. This one still has the battery in it. This one still works. You can still record, and it still holds like all the. Pop it open real quick. Oh, come on. Oh, it's got to be. You got to have the battery turned on. I forget for it to turn on and to start it. But you turn it on, little handheld, boom, and then you can start recording through it. And it's still got the lens on here. Like, he took really good care of all of his cameras, which is nice. Now we have them back here, and I use them as a background sort of thing. So yeah, we like the little camera aesthetic back there. Put a little thought into it, how to make it look like really cool. Wanted to make it part of the whole background scene, especially when you're talking about videos and live streaming and creating photography and that sort of thing. Kind of cool to have a little background like that set up. So, but there you go, man. Hopefully you enjoyed that, and the comments are pulling up in here. Everything seems to be working. Nice. So, all right, cool. I just wanted to make sure everything would work when we were putting together the live stream. And I go live using it, and then using my camera and using my wife's camera, I can have a 3-camera setup. And then even when I start recording podcast episodes, I can use 1 camera, 2 cameras, and then she's got her Nikon, which I realized I can start using to record and bring in that video aspect into it. So it'll look cool. And then I'll just pick up the audio from the singular audio source that I really need, which I'm running here through my Rode. And Other than that, that's all we need. Everything else we got set. So there you go. And then of course the little banner here that says live down there at the bottom. I have to move the comments. I didn't realize the comments would show up like right there. I got to work on that. All right, cool. Thank you everybody who's been a part of this one. You guys helped us rock it. So that's it. We're going to end the show. Little 20-minute live stream. Nothing really big. Thanks again, everybody. You guys have been amazing, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.